poor black Maid risked her life to save Millionaire's children. What happened next shocked everyone. "Hold on to me. Don't let go." Naomi's voice cracked as the smoke clawed at her lungs. She clutched the two children tighter, their cries swallowed by the thunder of collapsing beams above. The little boy, Daniel, barely 3 years old, with a head of tight curls and a sky-blue cotton shirt, buried his face into her shoulder, sobbing. "It's hot, Naomi." "I'm scared." "I know, baby. I know," she rasped, pressing his head against her apron. "Close your eyes." Don't look beside him, Lily. 4 years old, with pale blonde hair and a powder blue dress, wrapped her arms desperately around Naomi's neck. "Where's Daddy?" she cried, her tiny voice breaking. Naomi's arms trembled under their weight, but she would not loosen her grip. "Your daddy will meet us outside. Right now it's just me, and I promise I'm not letting anything happen to you." Flames roared louder, swallowing the staircase as chunks of plaster rained from the ceiling. The mansion groaned like a dying beast. Naomi pushed forward through the smoke, eyes stinging, lungs screaming, but her determination burned hotter than the fire itself. Daniel whimpered again. "It hurts to breathe." "Breathe through my shirt, sweetheart," she urged, covering his mouth with the fabric of her soot-stained uniform. Lily's fists dug deeper into Naomi's arm. "Naomi, please. I don't want to die." Naomi pressed her forehead against the little girl's, her own tears cutting through the ash on her cheeks. "You will not die, Lily. I swore to protect you, and I don't break my promises. You hear me? Hold on to me, and I'll carry you through anything." A deafening crash split the air. The grand chandelier collapsed in a shower of flames. Naomi spun around, shielding the children with her own body. A burning shard tore across her arm. She bit down a scream, her grip tightening on the little ones. Daniel sobbed harder. "You're hurt." "It's nothing," she hissed through clenched teeth. "You two matter more than me." Always step by step, she staggered forward, her shoes stuck in melted carpet, her apron damp with sweat and soot, her vision blurred. Just as her knees buckled, a faint glow of moonlight appeared ahead. The back door. "Almost there, my loves," she whispered. With one last, desperate push, her shoulder slammed into the frame. The old wood splintered and burst open. Cool night air rushed in like salvation. Naomi collapsed to her knees on the grass, coughing violently. Tears streamed down her ash-blackened face. The children clung to her neck, trembling. "It's okay," she rasped, rocking them against her chest. "You're safe. You're safe now." But Daniel's tear-streaked face lifted in confusion. "Why did you come back? You could have run." Naomi's heart broke. She cupped his cheeks in her hands. "Because you're my babies. Don't you understand? Blood doesn't make family. Love does. And I love you both too much to ever leave you behind." Lily brushed Naomi's cheek with her small hand. "Even if the house burned forever?" Naomi kissed her hair. "Even if the whole world burned?" Sirens screamed in the distance. Neighbors shouted. The mansion behind them collapsed with a roar, sparks flying into the sky. But Naomi's world had shrunk down to only the children in her arms. Then, from the driveway, a frantic voice cut through the chaos. "Daniel! Lily!" The children's heads snapped up. "Daddy!" they cried in unison. Through the smoke, a tall figure ran toward them. Jonathan Whitmore, the millionaire whose fortune filled magazines but whose heart lived inside this home. His suit jacket hung half off, his tie undone, his face white with terror. He dropped to his knees, clutching his children as if afraid they would disappear. "My God, my babies, you're alive," he sobbed, kissing their soot-streaked faces again and again. Daniel pointed to Naomi. "Daddy, she saved us." She went back. She carried us out. Jonathan's gaze lifted and froze. For the first time, he truly saw Naomi. Her apron was burned through, her arm bleeding, her face streaked with soot and tears. She stood, trembling, barely steady on her feet. "Naomi," he whispered, his voice breaking, "you risked your life for them." She shook her head, brushing trembling fingers through Lily's tangled hair. "Their lives matter more than mine. If I had died in there, it wouldn't matter, as long as they lived." Silence fell, broken only by the crackle of fire. Then Jonathan did the unthinkable. Still holding his children's hands, he lowered himself onto his knees in front of her. The millionaire bowed his head to the maid. Naomi froze, stunned. "Sir, please don't." But Jonathan's voice rang out, raw with gratitude. "You gave me back my children. You gave me back my life. No wealth in the world can repay that. From this day on, you are no longer my maid. You are family." Gasps rippled through the neighbors gathered at the gate. Even the children blinked in confusion. Lily tugged Naomi's hand. "Does that mean you'll stay with us forever?" Jonathan nodded, his eyes wet. "Yes, if Naomi wants to, she will never have to leave again. Not as staff, but as one of us. Her future will be secure, and the world will know that the woman who saved my children is the woman I trust above all others." Naomi's tears spilled freely. "Mr. Whitmore, I never asked for anything. I only wanted them safe." "And that," Jonathan said, taking her burned hand gently in his, "is why you deserve everything. I thought money made me powerful. Tonight proved I was powerless without you. You are the reason my children breathe, and I will never forget it." Daniel wrapped his little arms around Naomi's waist. "See, Daddy? She's our hero." Lily nodded through tears. "She's more than a hero. She's our mom now." Naomi's body trembled as she hugged them both again, unable to speak. She didn't need to. The way she held them said it all. Behind them, the mansion crumbled into ash and ruin. But on the lawn, in the shadow of loss, a new family was born, not by blood, not by wealth, but by sacrifice and love. And the man who once thought he owned the world realized the most shocking truth of all. He owed his entire world to the maid who risked everything to save it.